Hey everybody, Kenny E here, Black Iron Tri. Out for a short walk with my partner in crime. Kicking off this week's video. This week we're going to cover a solid week of training, but with a twist. I am on a 3-day fast at the end of this week of training. I do this twice a year. I used to do it a little bit more often, but it's super disruptive to your training program. And also, I'm not sure you need it more than twice a year. Anyway, I think it has some really great benefits in terms of a kind of a physical reset. So I'm including some links in the description below where you can go to other YouTube channels where actual doctors are talking about the benefits of a short fast. I'm not a doctor, so I can't prescribe that you do one.
And you don't play one on TV?
And I don't play one on TV. Thank you. But all that said, be sure to check it out. Check out the links I've included and enjoy this week's video. In the meantime, this is Kenny E and his partner in crime signing off, reminding you, be fearless.
Be fearless.
Hey everybody, Kenny E here, Black Iron Tri, and we are kicking off a formal block of training. I think it's about a 20-week block of training in preparation for Ironman 70.3 Gulf Coast down in Panama City Beach and Ironman 70.3 Chattanooga in Chattanooga. On my way to the kickoff swim, today is actually a swim test. What that is a warm-up of about 200-300 yards, and then you go all out as fast as you can go for 400 yards. You take a 5-minute break, kind of slow roll for 5 minutes, and then you go 200 yards as fast as you can. And you take those times, and they give you what is your threshold speed, and that's what I'll train against for the rest of this training, or at least for the next 8 weeks. I think I have to test again in 8 weeks. So I used to really dread these things, dread this test, because I would get so tired, and that last 100 yards, it feels like you can't go anymore, but you push. I don't dread it anymore. I've gotten a little bit more efficient with my swimming, at least I feel that way, so that I'm still tired at the end of it, but I don't dread it anymore. I'm not terrified of it. So I'm gonna go and knock this out, get my latest and greatest threshold swim speed, and go from there. The rest of the week is I do have a test for the other two disciplines, FTP test for bike and a run test for threshold speed for running. So we'll get those in this week and kick this formal block off right. The maintenance block went pretty well. Stumbled a little bit at the end there, missed a couple of big workouts. Just the holiday season takes its toll. No excuses though. I ran on Christmas. I could have found a way to get those other two workouts in, but I did not do that. Anyway, we're going to stay true. The 20 weeks is going to go fast as they usually do, and get ready to set some PRs this May. All right, I'll get with you guys after the swim. In the meantime, Kenny E signing off. Be fearless. Hey everybody, Kenny E here, Black Iron Tri. Just finished up a fitness test to kick off our new set of training for the upcoming races in May. Ironman 70.3 Gulf Coast and Ironman 70.3 Chattanooga. Anyway, we got it in, and someone just asked me how many laps I did. I don't even know. It was a lot of yards. Anyway, this is Kenny E signing off. Remember, be fearless. It's really tough to manage cameras and do a technical workout like an FTP test, because you really have to be focused on the test, and hopping on and off the bike isn't really an option. I've shown the FTP test in the past, so it shouldn't be any surprise, but I thought I'd show here instead how I set up Training Peaks Virtual to monitor and track and control my rides. So I opened up the app. I've selected all my necessary selections and tested to make sure all of my equipment was communicating with the app. And then it gives me an option on, route if I want that. But it's really straightforward. Not a lot different. I understand that the developer for Training Peaks Virtual used to work at Zwift. I maintained my 280 watt FTP, so I guess the maintenance training was exactly what it said it was going to be. For New Year's Eve, partner in crime cooked up some crab legs and bacon wrapped steak to bring in the new year. Before and after pictures. Yeah, we smashed it. It's fantastic and great for the day before I start my 72-hour fast. Hey everybody, Kenny E here. Gonna get a run in. This is my test run, my fit test for running. Again, this is the first week of my formal block of training prior to race day in May, and we get all our fit tests in on the 3 disciplines this week. So I've already done the FTP test on the bike. I did the swim test earlier this week. And today's the test. We're about to get in a test run here, fitness test. This particular test, you've seen me do it before. It's a 10-minute warm up and then 20 or 30 minutes of however hard and fast you think you can go. And then a little warm down or cool down. You use the time that you averaged in that 20 or 30 minutes as your threshold, and the rest of your training is based off of that. Just like with the FTP, functional threshold power for the bike, and the swim threshold, your time for swimming. You set a threshold at your maximum, and then all the rest of your training is based around that maximum. But let me get this in. Partner in crime and I are headed over to watch the Notre Dame women basketball team play Georgia Tech here in a couple of hours. We usually try to go to that game, and I am starting off a fast. I mentioned this. I'll be mentioning this on other videos. A 72-hour fast, water fast, where I only take in water and caffeine-free tea, and we'll see how that goes. Anyway, enough talking. I've procrastinated as much as I can. Let's get this run in. This is Kenny E signing off. Remember, be fearless.
Literally making something out of nothing. Thin air, you feel me? I'm glad to be in that position because everything is broken. Every time I elevated something to celebrate. John Jones, I went to heavyweight on these featherweights, but I ain't backing down, I'ma take the weight up another plate. Lean at the crumbs, that's how you eat, let me demonstrate. Decade in the game, I ain't lost a step, I just up the pace. Watch them up the pay, I put in the reps and pick up the chase. Then it up the balance, but we ain't even no miles away. It ain't just a talent, I took the challenge and walked the craze. Fell a couple times, but I got back up with some saving grace.
Hey everybody, Kenny E here, Black Iron Try. Before I start my fast, it's a tradition in some households to cook black-eyed peas on New Year's Day for good luck. So I'm gonna have my black-eyed peas and then kick off my 72-hour fast starting at 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. All right, let's get these peas in. All right, time to start the 72-hour fast. It's just a little after 1, missed it by a second. Up there talking with the partner in crime, so I'm going to do a quick weigh-in and start the timer. And 72 hours from now, which will be 1 p.m. on Sunday, I'll be done. But from here on out, no calories in, only water and caffeine-free, not the caffeinated, caffeine-free tea until we cleanse out. All right, here we go.
Stop me, no. If I die, it's fine, cause I live to show that it can be done. I'm a champion, I'm a champion. Life been so crazy, I can't do nothing but look high. This is just like I prayed, but ain't like I thought on my way. And sitting in my zone while they plotting out my grave. I'm plotting my next stop out state, getting that pay. I kept it true, I can't say how they played. I'm just gonna state what I knew and thank God I got grace. Grace for my years.
Okay, so full disclosure, after my weigh-in, partner in crime and I went to watch the Notre Dame women's basketball play Georgia Tech. And unfortunately for me, they have Chick-fil-A at the stadium, and it's just a tradition that we eat Chick-fil-A when we go watch this game. So I actually had to start the fast a few hours later, right around 5 p.m. So it's 5 p.m. from Thursday, New Year's Day, to 5 p.m. on Sunday, January 4th. Hey everybody, Kenny E here, Black Iron Tri. And I'm just wrapping up my second swim of this week, this first week of our new training block. Felt pretty good. I think I got in about 2,600 yards. Right into it. The normal plans for pre-race would start off with a base building base building group of blocks, but that got skipped for me because I did my maintenance, and so I did not have to do the base training. Trying to maintain most of the fitness I gained for Ironman California, that means that I don't have to do the base work that would normally happen if you were just starting out from scratch, which is cool. I like getting right into it and spending more of my time building and fine-tuning for the race. I feel good, and I'm gonna go home and relax and rest now as I continue to push through this 72-hour fast. I think I'm about 15 hours in at this point, and got to be careful with expending too much energy when I'm not taking in any fuel. I'm supposed to do a big ride tomorrow. I'll probably cut that short. The last time I did a big ride while fasting, I was not in a good place. I could barely move. It was probably dangerous. So you got to be careful when you are fasting or when you're not taking in sufficient fuel. You just can't work that hard. You can't work your body that hard. It's not smart. So I will take it easy tomorrow. We'll get on the bike and maybe I'm supposed to do two to 2.5 hours. I'm going to be indoors, so I was going to shoot for 2 hours if I was fueling properly. Without fuel, without being able to fuel on the bike, because I'm on the fast, I'll probably shoot for an hour tops, and then maybe a 15-minute jog. We'll see how I feel. I'm going to be paying very close attention to my body as I push through this fast. Anyway, let's keep it going. It's Kenny E signing off for now. Be fearless. Hey everybody, Kenny E, Black Iron Tri. I am about to get into a short ride here. Today's workout is actually scheduled to be a longer ride, a 2.5-hour ride with some a gradual buildup of warm-up, an hour warm-up, and then 3 intervals closer to FTP, not quite FTP, but about 80%, and then a cool down. And I am not going to be doing this whole workout today. I mentioned earlier, I am in the midst of a fast where I have not taken in any calories for over 40 hours at this point. And the short version is, it's not necessarily going to, you're not going to get a full workout if you have a hard workout plan if you haven't fueled properly, point blank. My purpose today is just to spin the legs. It is not to complete the workout as prescribed, because if you, those of you out there who have ever bonked, you know the feeling. For those who haven't, that's great. I hope you never do. Stay fueled. Bonking is the closest thing I can imagine to feel like you're gonna die. You're not gonna die, obviously. Well, I say that, but I don't know if anyone's ever died from bonking. But I know that the feeling is you're a complete draining of all your energy, where you don't feel like you can move another step. You're just weak and tired. You just want to sit down somewhere. Unfortunately for me, the couple of times I have bonked, it's been when I've been away from home, which is usually the case, and don't have any fuel on me. It's not a good feeling. Working out without proper fueling, working out hard without proper fueling, can result in that feeling. This is another reason I'm working out at home, is so I can monitor my body as I get this very light workout in, and quit before any kind of serious damage is done, and also have very few steps to go to get to my couch. That said, we're going to shoot for an hour, but not making any promises, and I'm definitely I'm not going to try to do those intervals. This is all about getting the leg spin. So this will show up yellow on my training peaks. And if I have to stop before an hour, I will. I'm very serious about the fueling versus working out. This is definitely a case of do as I say, not as I do. But I like being transparent with you guys, and I just want to keep the legs spinning here as I push through this fast as well. All right. So without further ado, I'm going to go and do some of this workout, and then I'm going to go sit my butt down somewhere. All right. Kenny E signing off for now. Be fearless.
Every time I elevate, it's something to celebrate. John Jones, I went to heavyweight on these featherweights, but I ain't backing down, I'ma take the weight up another plate. Lean at the crumbs, that's how you eat, let me demonstrate. Decade in the game, I ain't lost a step, I just up the pace. Watch them up the pay, I put in the reps and pick up the chase. Then it up the balance, but we ain't even no miles away. It ain't just a talent, I took the challenge and walked the craze. Fell a couple times, but I got back up with some saving grace. Definitely leader, a pastor still need a preacher. Talk to me when I'm shallow, lend a lens to see deeper, closer in to see higher up. That's too much for the speakers, but ain't much for the thinkers. Clouded, I rush to the lower end to see what's in the deeper. Found a message to send itself with much younger and eager. Keep your youth and maintain your health, cause the future is trouble. But you made for the struggle, and you born with the hustle. Any imagery less than greatness, erase it and double down on your first mind. I come from the worst kind, made life before I found shine. No chain, it was all grind. I'm him and they wanna dim, but my lumen's way off the chart. I'm human, I can't admit, but my spirit up with the stars. I'm clear as I ever been. This feeling won't never end. They watching, I notice, but it ain't knocking the focus. I'm highest and hottest, but I still be the coldest. I'm a champion, I'ma win, I know. I'ma grind for mine, they can't stop me, no. If I die, it's fine, cause I live to show that it can be done. I'm a champion, I'm a champion. I'ma win, I know. I'ma grind for mine, they can't stop me, no. If I die, it's fine, cause I live to show that it can be done. I'm a champion, I'm a champion. Life been so crazy, I can't do nothing but look high. This is just like I prayed, but ain't like I thought. On my way and sitting in my zone while they plotting out my grave.
Hey everybody, Kenny E here, and I'm on the last day of the first week of this new set of blocks of training in prep for our races in May. Today's workout is scheduled to be a 75-minute easy run, but I'm also on the last day of the 72-hour fast that I signed up for, and I've got about 9 hours to go, maybe a little less. That said, I'm going to take this workout easy. I'm not going to run for 75 minutes. I'm going to walk run this, and again, I'll pay attention to how I feel, but without the proper fueling, just don't want to risk feeling bad. Yesterday, I did a very light version. I really cut back on the planned workout, and it was perfect. I felt great for the rest of the day. I felt great today when I woke up this morning, and that's where we want to be. We don't want to overdo it. We do want to get through the fast, but I don't want to overdo the training so that you feel drained and not willing to do anything. So I really felt good about getting on here and doing this walk run today. This will wrap it up for the week, and then we'll get to eat well later this afternoon. Just a note on that too, you'll see this I hope you get to check out the links I put below about fasting and the benefits of a 3-day or 72-hour fast. But one of the things they talk about is at the end of the fast, don't go grabbing fried chicken and a heavy meal because your body hasn't taken in any calories for 72 hours. You need to bring it back a little bit. It doesn't take long. Say the first meal back to eating should be something lighter, like a chicken soup or whatever. I'll do that, and then either very late or tomorrow morning I'll have a big breakfast to get my glycogen levels back up to where they need to be, put the blood back in the right organs, and I won't go into the details. I'll let you watch the videos about the fasting. Anyway, let me get this in. We'll see how many minutes I get in today out of 75. In the meantime, I want you all to remember, Be safe when doing things that are out of the ordinary. Be safe when training. And above all, be fearless.
They watching, I notice, but it ain't knocking the focus. I'm highest and hottest, but I still be the coldest. I'm a champion, I'ma win, I know. I'ma grind for mine, they can't stop me, no. If I die, it's fine, cause I live to show that it can be done. I'm a champion, I'ma win, I know. I'ma grind for mine, they can't stop me, no. If I die, it's fine, cause I live to show that it can be done. I'm a champion. Life been so crazy, I can't do nothing but look high. This is just like I prayed, but ain't like I thought. On my way and sitting in my zone while they plotting out my grave. I'm plotting my next stop out state, getting that pay. I kept it true, I can't say how they played. I'm just gonna state what I knew and thank God I got grace. Grace for my years I've been putting in that pain to bounce back insane.
Well, folks, that'll do it for today's run. Definitely felt it. According to my timer, I am a little more than 64 hours into this fast, meaning I have less than 8 hours to go. All right, the hard part's over. Time to rest. Maybe run an errand with partner in crime, and then get some food. All right, this is Kenny signing off. Be fearless. So I thought I'd drop on the scale before going to get some food in me to see just how much of an impact this fast had. It was such an impact that the scale didn't recognize me. So these smart scales, they know what the weights are in there last time you stepped on the scale, and if it's not close, it's figuring you could not have changed weight that much in this short of time. So I went to the app, told them, yep, this is me. So when I stepped back on the scale, it gave me a reading, recognized me, and showed that I had lost 11.7 pounds since my last weigh-in prior to starting the fast. So yes, the fast does have an impact on your weight. It's temporary. The weight comes back when you start eating and the blood comes back into your organs, but it's very real. Anyway, that's it. All right, folks, we made it. 72 hours on this fast. Now I'm gonna eat my version of egg drop soup. See how that comes out. Start eating again. We made it. We made it. I am starving. It's Kenny E signing off. Hungry. Be fearless.
No, I ain't giving you up. No,